The afternoon traders, as we roll through the afternoon, it's clear the market is now seeing this as Trump's election to lose. We are seeing the implied probability of him winning the election on Betfair and some of the betting markets now priced about 90%. Obviously, this doesn't reflect what's happening on the House race, and that's going to be something that we focus on. But we are seeing market movement coming alive. Certainly, the crypto market is front and centre at the moment. We've got Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high. We've got Doge 30% higher, but certainly, some of the cryptos are absolutely moving along pretty strongly. We're seeing that also in the FX market as well. The dollar index up 1.5%. We've got dollar MEX up, 2.5% or so, having some pretty grown-up size moves. We're seeing South African rand under big pressure as well as the dollar ramps up against there. And you can see across the different currencies there that the dollar is ripping. We've got dollar index up 1.5%. Large amount of that is down to what we're seeing in the bond market, of course. We are seeing all parts of the Treasury curve sell off. We are seeing yields up pretty strongly towards the back end. We are seeing a bit of a bear steepener playing through. We are seeing inflation expectations moving up a little bit, but so real rates are moving up pretty sharply as well. And again, that's kind of underpinning what we've been seeing in the US dollar at this stage. Now, we are seeing equities moving up quite nicely, but there is a bit of a difference playing through across Asia today. We can see that the ASX 200 is up nearly 1% or so. The Nikkei is up over 2%, but it's the Chinese equity markets and the Hang Seng, which are obviously under pressure today. We've got the Hang Seng down about 3%, as obviously people are ramping up the prospect of trade tariffs playing through, and it's very reflective of what we're seeing in the US dollar at the moment. Now, across the States, we have seen that obviously the implied probability of Trump winning this one, really sort of coming alive once we saw the Florida results coming through. But whilst we've still got a number of swing states in terms of the polling still to close, that includes Wisconsin, Nevada and Arizona at this stage, the ones that are open are certainly sort of swinging towards the poll, towards Trump. If you have a look at Pennsylvania at the moment, which is about 50% of the state has voted, and Donald Trump is ahead at 50.4%, but that majority is starting to move up a little bit there. Georgia's about 80% at this stage voted, and Donald Trump there is about 52% of the votes, and certainly North Carolina as well, about 70% of the state has voted, and he's ahead of sort of about 52%. So certainly the market is certainly of the view that Donald Trump has this one in the bag at this stage. Now it could change. We'll obviously see what happens with Pennsylvania when that finally comes. But certainly if we have a look at that, that's working quite nicely. And also if you see in equity futures at the moment, you can see Russell futures up over 3%. You can see S&P futures and NASDAQ futures having a ripping day as well. So certainly the market is pushing on these Trump trades. The dollar's flying. Bitcoin's absolutely loving it today, hitting new record highs. And certainly the market is feeling pretty confident about Donald Trump's prospects here. But of course, the focus now, if Donald Trump is to win, and that's a big if, but if he is to win, the focus will then turn to the House and for the prospects then of a red wave. We'll see what happens there.